All right, here we are. '19 World Team Trials, match number 1, Heil and Mccrystal, Sergeant Bluff High School in Iowa. Dean Heil, in on a nice little head outside attack, looking to split, coming out back door. Just climbing that leg. Quad pod, no score yet for Heil. Knee touches, that's going to be 2 for Heil. Starting to walk that gut down, can't make it happen. It's going to be a 2-0 lead. Apologize everyone for the audio mix-up. They had an audio feed over to the backside table, and then they changed the feed next to me. I feel a lot better because I was sitting right next to Christian Piles at that table across that you can see in the background. He just makes me nervous. I felt like I was a restaurant owner and he was the health inspector. Back to action on our feet. Minute 30 left in the period. Appreciate everybody tuning in on this lovely Saturday morning when you could be outside doing anything but you're indoors. Inside trip attempt for Mccrystal, and Heil finishes inside trip on the quad pod. Looking gut wrench to the left. There's a little bit more of a high gut. And I mentioned it yesterday during juniors. They were standing those juniors up super, super quick. And it looks like these guys are going to give the senior level guys a little more time on top. Maybe, maybe not. Each ref seems to have their own amount of time. Straight shot from Mccrystal, and then cuts it back seatbelt. Now he's got a little bit of a lace going, and you got to know, working out in that Nebraska room, he might have developed a lace skill or 3. He could go bent leg Turk there if he wanted to. And Mccrystal working hard for this gut wrench. I believe Dean Heil won the last chance qualifier. And just like that, Mccrystal back in the match. 30 seconds left to go in the period. Heil, Mccrystal. I can only assume that these guys met at some point in their college career. And at the break, it's going to be 4-1 Heil with a little bit of momentum coming behind your Sergeant Bluff / Husker. Got Brian Snyder and Eric Montoya in the corner for Mccrystal. We got Roselli and Eric
Senior men's freestyle.
In the corner for Heil, Oklahoma RTC. And thanks to and again, Mccrystal, low-level attack. I don't know why that says 5-4. You can get push-outs. Did they give him a flea for that? Maybe I missed something. Not bad. And thanks to my wrestling savants around the world. Woo! Chest wrap for 4. Mccrystal looking like a gazillion bucks right now. And my man Bill Galka says this is the first time they've ever wrestled. 9-5. You gotta imagine that the casual wrestling fan pretty much chalk this up to a Dean Heil win. That was just Coach Cootem weight room strong right there. McCrystal just put it on him. Backside underhook for McCrystal. Heil blocking. And McCrystal going underhook, cross ankle pick. Heil answers with an arm spin. Now he's going gator roll. Hustles behind. McCrystal reshoots in on a high crotch. This is extremely technical. Scrambling. And you gotta love it. McCrystal coming out of the back door, 11-5 over Heil. And these are matches, guys, you see at the semifinals, NCAA tournament, quarterfinals, NCAA tournament. Yeah, we're round one. We're round one. 11-5 lead for McCrystal. And wow, McCrystal probably not having the collegiate career that he wanted, but he's showing an amazing amount of freestyle promise right now. And Snyder is out of his chair. He is going to mess his hair up far too early in this tournament. And McCrystal back in on the attack. He looks like he's overpowering Dean Heil, which is a guy you haven't seen get overpowered very much in his career. 13-5. If you would have told me Colton Mccrystal would have been in danger of teching Dean Heil before this match, I would have taken that action all day. Not because I don't believe in Colton Mccrystal, it's just credential-wise. Dean Heil is straightaway double. He might eat this chest wrap again. McCrystal thinks chest wrap, then switches. 22 seconds left, and unless he plays around and gets caught in a lace late. 13-7, Heil drops his head, and Heil. Oh, look, terrible bad. Terrible bad. Terrible bad. That's and a 4. With 5 seconds and 2 more. That would have tied it up. That could have been a flea there. McCrystal relaxed. So just like that, it's 13-13? Holy smokes. I was just about to say there was no way he had enough time to get 6 points, but McCrystal relaxes. He could have easily just given up a takedown and the clock would have ran out, but he gives up 4. Then Dean Heil stays in the arm Turk and then flips him again for 2. But I don't think he bellied back down, so what they're going to probably look for is defensive position. Did he ever get back to a defensive position? So the second, because I don't think the ref called for 2. We're going to cue it up on the big screen. So that was clearly 4, and I don't think he ever bellied back down to get to a defensive position. Man, this would be a huge comeback by Dean. And that's why you don't stop wrestling. Again, McCrystal could have just kind of turned down, given up a takedown. The clock would have ran out. I'm not going to lie, I got caught up in Snyder yelling at the ref saying that wasn't a legit takedown. Wow. And that's a unfortunate turn of events for McCrystal. He's winning the whole second period of the match and gives up a late takedown and a turn. Got to keep wrestling there.